All right, welcome to episode number 53. Today we will go ahead and do some of the fun stuff, which will be Metasploit 3 and the Kali Linux itself. Okay, so in this session, what I'm going to try to do here is let me go ahead and share to my Discord channel. Because I just want to make sure that my audience can join. All right. So what I'm going to do is just copy this, right? And then I am going to ask the audience, all right? Okay, so all right, so it's loading right now. I will go ahead and do, okay. Yeah, I just want to make sure that my audience knows, okay? So, all right, so responding, okay. So hopefully, okay, there you go. All right, and let me copy this. Okay. All right, so hit enter. Okay. So, all right, so now what I'm gonna do here is I will go ahead and do streaming here. Okay. I'm just trying to make convenience for everybody, so there's nothing, a lot of people come from different platforms, so I just want to make sure that you guys are okay to see, visit, watch, whatever. Okay. All right. So now, what I am gonna do here is okay, and then this might be a good idea. Let me go ahead and copy this here. So I hope this will help. Okay, let's see. All right, here we go. What I'm gonna do right now is let me copy this boy to, yeah, this is my official Discord channel. Okay. All right. Anyway, so let's go ahead and jump in. Okay, guys. Last week, what we did was we were able to successfully copy and widget the test.php. So that's what we copied, right? So we were able to successfully copy to the var www.html. Okay, so that's what we did, and we were able to successfully gain access or copied from the Metasploit 3 table within the Kali Linux. Okay, so the setup right now, the currently the setup I have is I do have Kali machine as the attacker, and the Metasploit 3 is the vulnerable machines, where a lot of the collection of vulnerability. So that is our target machine. So that's what we trying to use the Kali machines for the tools, all those fun stuff. And the other thing I want to also mention you is the Metasploit 3, right? So Metasploit 3, like I mentioned, this is vulnerability, box itself. I'm not using any kinds of, hack the box, and this is completely the lab that I created for you. And this will be more helpful because someone, those people can afford, this will be a good example for you guys. Okay, anyway, so that's the goal, right? So the other thing I want to mention you guys here is and then we also did one of the example here. So we were able to successfully gain access with the FTPD mode copy, so which is execution. So that's what we were able to do it. So I'm also gonna repeat for today because I want to show you as well. So I do have the so this one, let me copy this one and exit, right? So I'm going to exit this and I'm going to reload the everything from here. So once you open the terminal, so if you want to open the terminal, you can come here in the terminal sessions and then you can try it. Okay, and then you can do sudo msf console. So you have to type that and you have to do Kali. Okay, so that's the one thing you have to do. Okay, and then other thing you have to, once you run that, just make sure that you are able to ping the Metasploit table 3. So the Metasploit table 3 IP address is 154. So let's go ahead and try to ping before we get it started. Okay, ping 154. Okay, and then you see we were able to successfully get response from 154 IP address, and I can Control C to exit and type exit to exit. All right, so with that being said, in the Metasploit, once you see MSF 6, which is the version 6, and this is the latest one if you are using old versions. So let's go ahead and update the database as well. So because the new database is fresher database, so you can get more vulnerable exploitation modules, so that will help you. Okay, so and then also I also mentioned you guys, while you're trying to interact with the machines or attacker machines, just make sure that you have latest tool and latest update from the Kali machines, right? So it's more, the Kali itself is the more I'll say the Kali itself is more offensive, not defensive. So there are like a lot of defensive tools, offensive tool for that. So that's up to you, but you can also use Parrot OS for the defensive as well. So both of you, doesn't really matter, but personally I like Kali. So so there you go. So the other thing I want to do is search. Okay, so I want to search. So you can copy, not that, paste it, right? So what I can try is this. So you have to remove this because I just want to type this one. Okay, so don't worry. Okay, so you have to type PROFTPD. Okay, so I need to enter. So you will see a lot of options here. So in the lot of options, you have to find the specific one. Okay, so remember we tried one of this one is Unix FTP exe, because remember we put it this one, right? Paste clipboard. So we have to find this mod copy, which is which is this one right here, mod copy exe. Okay, so that's what you have to use is use 15. Okay, so just make sure that And once you do use 15, it will automatically switch over to this module itself. Okay, so this is the module number. If you see it here, matching and module. So this is the module, and then this is the number that matching. Okay, yeah, so feel free to ask any questions. Once you have any questions, put it in the chat, so that will help you guys to answer those questions, whatever you have. Okay, so remember, every time if you're trying to do some of the fun stuff, you know, like exploiting, trying to scan or whatever, so just make sure that to do so. Okay, if not, then make this go first. So your goal is to scope it out. Okay, so what I did was like last time, what I did to find all those details, how to find that, because I know it will be more challenging for you guys. Just go ahead and watch my last video. That will be helpful to you. And there will be, obviously, you know, there should be find more in this video. Okay, so the first thing what I did was sudo and then the nmap. Okay, so nmap, what I did is the find that target, because we don't know the target IP address, so we will try to do 0/24. So /24 is the class C IP address, which can be used up to 254. And then if you don't know what is a class C, class B, class A IP address, you need to understand the IP addresses and subnetting, and then how you can submit it. You need to do whole course of stuff over there. Okay, so I'm not gonna focus that right now. So what I will do is I will put this one. So I will put 154, because I know that this is my IP address. In the meantime, just, you know, if you don't know, just try to find that. Okay, so and then type your Kali password, whatever it is. I'm just putting my one, and it will be, you know, scanning. So that's the whole video that out there, you can find it. Okay, so and then also, while we're waiting this one, if you want to learn any new you know, technique, so I do have the Active Directory Pentesting course, so you can also find that here. So what I'm gonna do, let me connect to the Wi-Fi, and I can show you what is that. All right, so let's open this one. And again, so if you want to learn this and then you have problem, so let me know. I can provide you guys the promo code that will help you to get reduced price. Okay, so and then this is the one I do have, which is in the Udemy, so you can copy this, and then I'm gonna paste it in the chat so you can guys find that for me. Okay, so this, right. Okay, so some reason I'm not able to copy this. Copy, paste here. Okay, let me find it here. All right, so here you go. Okay, so I just paste in the chat so you can find there. And the other thing I want to mention you here is, so if you see right here, this is the port, FTP, port 21, port 80, 445, all these are open. So, okay, so if you see this is the closed, so that means you're not able to try to exploit there. All right, so that's why I just want to make sure that, you know, you targeting the open port. So sometimes, you know, like there's a UDP, so UDP is normally not able to see while you're trying to do so. This is only transport control protocol, which is the tunnel to tunnel, so it's like 100% established. tunnel. So that's how you can define. And then UDP is the like it broadcasts everything. Receiver received or don't receive is all the fun part from there. But it will deliver whatever. But the transfer protocol is more, like you have to receive this, you have to acknowledge this, and then it will come back. So that's how it works for the TCP. All right. So and then you will see now we try this. So that's what we find this one. So and then if you want more like services type or thing, you can do lowercase s, uppercase s, and version. So you can try that as well. So this will be help you guys to see the version, and you can see the sync acknowledge. So that's how it works. So if you see now, this is the version, and then the state, the services that are running, and you'll see this one. Okay, so that's what we try to find here in this one. So ProFTPD. Okay, that's how we are able to find it. And then the other thing I was doing yesterday was because like there are like multiple way you can try to find, but sometimes it is really important that you need to understand what exactly happening. So that's need to be done. Okay. All right. So now what I'm gonna do here is you have to do show options first, because the options are important. You need to put that options there. So there's like if you see required, that means you need to put it there. If not, then if say no, you don't need to put there, but it will be sometimes it's required. It will be easier for you. Okay, and we will focus on the R host. I will focus on the site path, and that should be it, right? So and also we will use the payload for the specific payload. So that's what we're looking for. So let's do set first. Set the R host, which is remote host 192.168.35.154, because that is our target machine. And you can do this. And the other thing I want to mention you to check, so set site path. Okay, so site path is more likely the vulnerability. So it's more I'll say var, and I will say www, and this would be HTML. Okay, so this is the vulnerability path. Okay, so that's what we're trying to put some of the commands here and then try to run. Because I already mentioned we used 24 port to define that, so we were able to successfully gain it, because if you see, those are the directories we tried last time with port 21, and we were able to successfully copy this to var www.html, okay, /html. So and then we are putting that here. So and the other thing I need to also make sure that we need to set the payload. So we can do payload. So search payload. So we can do search payload. You will see a lot of payload here, and we will focus on the Python one. Okay, reverse shell Python. So that is important. And what I'm gonna do here, you need to find this one, okay, which one is best for you, and you can do set payload, so you can do payload, so payload directory, right? So you can do payload, and you can so cmd, and you can do the Unix. Okay, so you can find from here if you want it. So you can see, right? So payload Unix. local, and this one. Okay, so this one, I mean, you need to find that what exactly works for you. So I'm gonna use right now, so this one, Unix, and it will go to the reverse. Underscore Python. Okay. Okay, so payload is not valid. Okay, so let's see. There's a lot. So what I can try is set payload. Set payload. Okay. So let's see, so options. So there was netcat, so I'm going to change to a different one here. So payload, set payload, and payload. So payload is CMD. Okay. Payload. Payload and CMD. It's not working. Okay. So what I am gonna do, so this one is here, and let's do one thing. So run. Okay, so let's run. I know what happened, so let's see. So I'm using the netcat, so if sometimes it's like it's working, so you can see the cell command session is already open, but my goal was to use the reverse Python, so netcat, if that works, so it's really fine. So session, so you can type session, and then you can hit enter. So you can do session is 1, so you are on that session's ID. So we can do UID, so we'll see that, and then ID, who am I, you can do www data. So now you are already exposed to the computer itself. So it might not be the 100% because this is the UID, which is the www data. So this is also non-privileged user, but however this is the good start. Okay, yeah, this is the good start. All right, any questions? So feel free to ask any questions, guys, so I will be more than happy to answer those questions. And if you are looking for any kinds of training, so let me know in the comment section. I'm more than happy to answer those questions for you. Okay, and then I'm just curious that what if I try to access this portal, right? So I'm gonna remove this. I'm trying to access it, 192.168.35.54. Let's see how it goes. And I'm also gonna do is HTTP, and because I'm not using HTTPS, and let's see how it goes. And I will turn off the target proxy here. Now you can see different tests, because this is the test we copied over, right? So you can also do that, so if you want to do so, if you want it, so I can also show you that. Okay, so what we did was we did the telnet, and that telnet to 154 address. Okay, 154 and 21 port number what we did. Okay, and then you will see that's the prod FTP blah blah blah, and then if we hit enter, so there's no any sessions. But in the meantime, if we do like site copy to etc /passwd, so and then if we try that, so it will be says batch sequence, right? In the meantime, if I do cp to var, right, and then the www /html and test1.php. So you can try that and let's see how it goes. Okay, so copy to is not understood, so you can do site cpfr and etc /pass, okay, passwd, passwd, and then we'll see it's already exists, right? So directory already exists, so I'm good with that. And you can do one more site, right? So site, and you can do cp2, and you can do var and www and html and test.php, or you can also do txt, so whatever, right? So you can see the copy is successful, and if you refresh, you will see the new text file here. Okay, so and then if you click on that, you'll see a lot of options here, and then you'll see this is the what, and then so you can do that way, either way, so it will work for you. And like, so every time there was a new learning curve, so you need to make sure that you always make sure that you are getting good stuff over there. And then the what I can also help you is, let me show you. So let me find it, hold on. So today our main focus was to do some payroll stuff, because the payroll we have here, and if you click on it, you'll see this one, right? This is a PSP admin, but if you see a little bit upside, there's a payroll options, and there will be username and password, and we were able to use admin to log in, and we were able to successfully see the username and password there, not the username, so all the details. Okay, so yeah, so just make sure that you have that, and we also configure the settings from the settings. So click on that, and you'll see 127, which is configured on the browser itself to communicate with the Burp Suite. Okay, and then you need to enable Burp Suite and intercept on, and make sure that it is Burp Suite is enabled. And if you don't know how you can configure this one, go ahead and check my last video. That's how I was able to configure there. And and you can do payroll.php, and if you want to forward like multiple sessions one time, you can do forward all. And if you have only one forward, so you can just do the default. But I'm interested with to send repeater, and I can do forward that. Okay, so now you'll see the login options here, and once you do that, you will see in the repeater. So I'm gonna close the last sessions. Okay, so this is my current session, and if I do admin and admin, so you'll see in the proxy side, you will see here, and if I click on OK, you'll see that. Okay, and you can send to the repeater, so repeater, and once you send that, so you can forward that. Okay, so now you will see admin and password admin. Okay, I mean, you can do a lot of stuff here. You can do the sequence, or you can do the comparator, decoder, whatever. So you can do that. And but so the funny thing is, you can try to do so. Okay, and then you can try doing things this way. What I'm gonna do here, send, right? So you'll send, and you'll see the code by this way, and you'll see this is the pretty code, welcome admin, and you'll see welcome admin here, and this is the first name, last name, all those fun stuff here. Okay, yeah. So in case if you have any questions, let me know in the comment sections. So yeah, I mean, we're just trying to manipulate this one, so with the username, password, or parameter. So but in the meantime, just make sure that like it would be a good example here. So so let's put some the star here, and then we'll see what happened. Okay, and send. Let's see. Okay, and equals to this one, because those are the vulnerability. Okay guys, just make sure that, and then those are the SQL code that we are trying to do. Okay, so in the password we will remove this. Let's see how it goes. I'm just putting everything there, so put it this way and send it. All right, so we'll see nothing. Okay, so all right, so now what we can try is let's see. So we can do this one here, and we can try this one. So let's put this one here. So I'm just trying to different couple of options. Okay, just trying to do so. And if I type this one, right, and then because this is the SQL injection, if you say that way. So and then union selection, and if you don't know what this exactly means, you can try to find on the portal web page online. So select, and you can do 1 2 3, and then you can do comma, and then you can do let's see, PWN, and dash 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 dash, and you can say plus, $sign is okay. Okay, so let's see how it goes. All right, so what I'm gonna do, I'm just pushing this SQL injection. Okay, all right, so now you see more thing here. So 1 2 3 pawn, right? At least we know that. All right, so this is good, right? So I will be able to successfully see this, so which means we can inject. Okay, all right, so now so let's do one thing. Okay, so now let's run the SQL. Okay, so which is the SQL map. Okay, and then if you do dash this 8, so you will be seeing the help. Okay, so and then remove this, you will see help. All right, so what we can do is like a lot of things, right? So you can do data, cookies, random agent, proxy, URL, Google Doc, and risk level. You can do a lot of things, but my goal is to run this, right? So R, so which is if you see R here, so we can find somewhere here, so R here. Okay, so that's this. Let's do one more time. Okay, oops, not that, hold on. That's H, and U dash G, and dash R is random. So if you see it here, and then let's select this, wherever we can do SQL map. And I don't know if you see the SQL map. If you want to learn about the SQL map, so you can do that way as well. So you'll see. So this is like mentioning you guys earlier. You can do that way as well. So, but either way, that will help. So that's R with a request. So what we're gonna do is request the text. Okay, and then we need to dump dbms equals to. Now what I'm gonna do is requesting the my SQL, which is risk level. I'm trying to do is level 1 and equals to 1, and this risk is also equals to 1. Okay, and dash dump, and the output file will be put. Okay, so let me, maybe you guys are not seeing, so I'm gonna do this way. And output will be whatever directory you wish. So equals to output and then batch. Okay, so this is how it works. So SQL map and R request, and we are trying to database is MySQL, since we have we know that this is the MySQL database, and we are doing this one as a risk level 1, and then dumping the output file to the output, and then that's the batch file that need to be run. Okay, so let's see how it goes. Okay, so starting this is the request. If it doesn't exist, so don't exist. Okay, so version is outdated. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so MySQL level dash risk and okay, so let's see, and so I'm going to remove this and let's see. Okay, so dollar dash H and the C. Yeah, okay, so and then we will do one more time. Risk equals to 1 dash dump dash output dir and okay. So I think you can do this one. Don't get frustrated, guys. This is the good example here. So user dot csv. Okay, let's see. Skill tag target without prayer well and this and request that text not exist. Okay. So let's see. So hold on. Okay, so let's see. All right, so let's think this way. So let me copy this one and create a new file. So request to text. So sudo nano and request.txt and Kali, right, and paste this one, and so I'm just using this one. Okay, so let's see. So now it should be there. Okay, yeah, so hit enter now. Okay, there it is. TXT. Okay. Now let's see. Here we go. Okay, so this is the what we tried. So we just copy this and send it to responder. We were able to see this one here. So now, okay. So these are the password. Cool. Okay, so yeah, this is good. And then you can do 15 entries. You see it here, and you can copy this users and put in the notes section. Okay. My SQL, so paste it here. Okay, all right, so this is good stuff, guys. I really like it. All right, so now, okay, so I can close this one. I don't need, and I can close this one as well, and I will see that one later. Okay, so now you see this is the file that we were able to get. Okay, if you see it here, so that's what we outputted, right? So now we'll see something here. So this is the user .csv file, and this is the batch that we ran. Okay, so and then the other thing I want to show you here, so payload, if you see this one, we try to inject and query, and this is a table. Okay, and this is the username and then you'll see so under this one we can find that. So let's see how it is. Okay, so let's go there and Kali user CSV file, and this one, and this is the target. So if you see it, okay, and output that. So log that was logged here, and you'll see a lot of payroll here. So, and you'll see this one here. All right, so yeah, cool stuff, right? Okay, so let me copy this and paste it to our note session. Okay, so good stuff. Now we are almost close. Okay, so and then the next thing I want to show you is so let's try to do this way. What if I try, let's see, what if I try this one? Okay, so CSV, okay, and Hydra, so the word list, because I do have that, right? So to 154 and do SSH, and then password is this. So there will be home Kali, right, and then the user CSV, and so we can do minimize this, and 192.54 dump and user. Okay, so let's see how it goes. Payroll user CSV. So this is the location, and we will also do the same thing for, copy this one and paste it. So I'm just using the same one. So Hydra is the tool. Okay, so that's the first tool. And if you do, let's see, if you do L here, so I'll do this one. Hydra, that's H, right? So maybe lowercase, and you'll see the examples here. So if you see user list, you have to do all uppercase, and then you are doing specific user, you have to use lowercase l. So what I'm going to do here is go back here, and then user list will be that, and uppercase L, and hit enter. So we will see how it behaves. Okay, yeah, any questions, guys, while I'm waiting for this one? Okay, so yeah, if you're new to this channel, please go ahead and subscribe, like, and share. That will help me for growth purpose as well. And you know, if you're looking for new, you know, the course for the Directory Pentesting lab on section lab, totally experienced lab, you know, you can try that. So either way, so I'm here to support you guys. So 0 palette password, but we can filter it out. So let's see. Yeah, we'll filter it out. So I'm 100%. So this will be, because this is the username and password. So which is, I'm fine with that. So we'll see because you'll see here, we'll filter it out. Okay. So I can try to do this and remove the log and try that as well. Okay. So yeah, I'm fine with that, but let's see. Okay, so my other goal is to do so let's see. First thing let's try to do is SSH, and you can do 192.168.35.154 and hit enter and yes, and let's see the password. You know what, let's try this one. So let me open this. Okay, so and let's see, copy it. And let me paste it here. Oops, not that. Hold on. Copy it. Paste. Interesting. Okay, so what I can try this one. So this way. So let's do it. So it's me make the copier cat here. There we go. Yeah, you need to make sure that this need to be removed, because the way the Hydra it works is the find this and then password, so it will go off everything from here. So you need to filter that out. Okay, so yeah. So what I'm gonna do is let me close this because I don't need it. And what I can try this one. I'm just trying to one of them. Okay. So let's see. SSH. Put that one here. Paste here. And 192.168.35.154. Okay. Really? Sure. Ping. Oh boy. Ping. It is there. Okay, so what I can do, 22. Okay, so host name is not that, so I don't need that. Then I can remove this and paste it here. 54 and paste here. Okay. All right. So for this one this is the password. Okay. Oh, you know what? This is the password and then username. I put the wrong one. So let's see. Okay, let's remove this. And this is the username, right? Okay. Paste it here. Enter. And this is the password. Okay, let's see. Okay, so let's try it. Okay, so what I can try now is so let's see. You can try Hydra one more time. Hydra, and so that's L. so this one. So what I can try is, let me remove that way, different one. So let's see. Let's open that file first. Okay. Let's see. But let's see. Admin. All right. So yeah, let me do one thing. Just copy this, right, and then copy it. Let's try to do copy and paste it here, and we can use the copied one and remove all those entries, and you can remove this one as well and remove all those things. Okay, so I don't need this. Yeah, you need to remove whole thing, so because sometimes it doesn't recognize by the Hydra. So let's remove all this, and I mean, you can use the grip tool to grip that as well, so you can chop it out, that one, or you can write the Python, so you need to filter that out as well. So whatever it likes, it is better for you, you can do it. Okay. All right, so so what I can do is remove all those things. Okay. So remove that, remove this, remove this. A lot of work, huh? Oops. Remove. Wait a second. And remove this one as well. And you can type this one here. Okay, paste it, paste, copy, paste. Okay, paste here. Okay. I'm just trying to find the exact if there's any possibility, so we can do SSH there. So yeah, if you are like good in the Python, you can do the chopping out this one. So if you specifically looking for the output, so you can do that. But you know, I like manual, so. Okay, almost there. Okay, so now I'm gonna remove this thing. Okay. All right, so I will save this and rename to text file. All right, rename and log.txt. text. Okay, so now I will do where log text. Okay, so where, so home Kali, user CSV, and 192 dump payroll and log payroll. Oops, not that. Logs, let's see. TXT. So what else? CSV. Why is copying CSV file? Because we are not putting any CSV here. Okay, so now what I can try is renaming CSV that. So it's supposed to use CSV now. CSV. Okay, let's see how it goes. Logs. Really? Oh, you know what? My bad. My bad. Oh, text. TXT. Okay, so we are two-way. And logs.txt. And that's the so other way you have to do is, okay, let's see. To this, I really like that way. So H and you can define that one as a U. So we'll copy same thing here, paste it. Okay, and you need to define the 192.168.35.154. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so okay, so Hydra. Okay, so you need to define this one. Alright, so SSH. Okay, let's see. Interesting. Please do not use military secret. So doesn't support. Interesting. Okay, let's see. Hydra -L. And 154. Yeah, and if this is working, then I'm pretty much sure this also work. So 192.168.54. So and SSH. Let's see. So let's do H. Hydra -H. Yeah. So user. P. Or we can try this one. So dash L is that, and dash U. Oh, L is your list C. L is a password. Okay. So P, right? P. Okay. So let's see now. So that's what we were missing here. Dash P is uppercase. So I was using U there. So yeah. Okay. So let's see how it goes. Any other questions? All right, so we'll see, and this will be our last attack for this one. So hi there. So could not connect. So let's see if that's the case. Then we will define the FTP then. So we'll see. Yeah, just try different things, right? So okay, so now it's using 21 port. So let's see. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. So how many audience they are watching or not. So I do have different platform. I do have different platform they are watching maybe. So I'm using multi-streaming right now. Yeah, it doesn't hurt. So that's fine. What it is what it is. So there's nothing you can do. So I don't force anyone to watch my channel or live, whatever it is. Okay. Yeah. Thank you for like. All right, so yeah, we are a little bit over to an hour and 8 minutes. So thank you so much for everyone for watching this streaming, and I will be back tomorrow at the same time. So I do have a lot of certifications. So I do have certified in ethical hacking. That's the one I do have, and then I was graduated from the Masters of Science in Cybersecurity. So that was my academic course. Okay, so let's see. Oh boy, now I know why it was not working. Yeah. It was 192.168.35.154. Okay. Okay, so let's see. Now you should be getting something. So I am gonna close this one, and I am gonna exit this one as well. And let's see how the result behaves. Okay. Yeah, I can do that. Yeah, because I use the hack the box a lot of time, and those are the for like, you know, not really helpful for me, because those are the created by someone else, and you know, you need to understand yourself first how the vulnerability works, and then how you can define. So that's what I started myself using the virtual box here. And then that's what I started, using Metasploit 1, Metasploit 2, and Metasploit 3. Right now, I have Metasploit 3. So I start challenge 60. Okay, so yeah, I can start that, but I tried most of the till 2024. I tried a lot of challenging, including the uh, like live the boxes. So and then now I just like I'm too tired with all those things, and then I create my own. And then if you see here, I do have my own Udemy course. So that's what this is the Udemy course that I create myself. And then so that's what I created this one, and then contributing to the other people. So if you want, so you can go ahead and check that out in my Udemy course. I already post this link in the chat sessions, so you can find that. So yeah, so this is the Active Directory one. So, and also I'm preparing for the Security Plus, the course to post in the Udemy. So it's pretty much, so that. Okay, so it says this is finished, but it's still not. Then we'll try to find the other way to, do so. What I'm gonna try is cat, and you can see the home Kali and user CSV logs and logs. Okay, and you'll see this one. I will copy this way. Okay. Yeah, those CTF challenges are cool, but again, so you need to understand how the vulnerability works. So is if you're only doing the attacking, so if you are using the black hat or anything, so you need to you can try on the other box, right? So but if you're preparing yourself for the certification, or OSPF or all those things, you need to understand how the vulnerability works. So that's why I started myself, in the closed lab environments, how it behaves, how it works, and then how we can defend, how we can challenge. But like how if you try to exploit the machines, how it triggers, all this you need to understand. But only if you try to attack yourself with the other creation box, it doesn't really help you. So you need to understand the basic foundation first too before attacking. So just FYI, just that's my opinion, but it could be different to others people. But yeah, so yeah, I did a lot of like I was for the hack the box. I was like most of the top 475, 78 that. So I'm 17 now, but I have a options opinion for the that you should stop this teaching and trying to do something meaningful for yourself, because in this generation most people get bored watching these videos. Yeah, that's up to, like, again, so this is completely for the people that want to get really in the cybersecurity. So sometimes people, get don't know, like, again, so because the CTF challenging are useful, but sometimes it is really, getting laggy there, because nowadays there are like more ways to do so, because if you see, um, the AI things is, more challenging, so you need to understand basic foundation first. So that's what my experience, because currently I'm working as the cybersecurity stuff, and then, if you don't understand the basic, or foundation, you don't know anything. So you need to focus on the foundation, how it works, how it behaves, how it triggers. You need to understand while you're doing the offense, you need to also understand defense in the meantime. So if you try to attack yourself, like, and then you try to blindly doing things, um, in the real world you might cut right away. So you need to understand how it behaves. So that's why it's useful to use Splunk in your own environment. So you can use different vulnerability. So that's what I created this lab for, the people who want that. So this is the completely lab based. That's what I created, and then you can also download the lab for this one, and then you can start building your, Active Directory Pentesting, practicing. So like, if you don't try that, that's up to you. But people um, want like result fast, right? So that's not it works in the cybersecurity. So if you're looking for the real world attacking, real world defending, real world understanding the vulnerability, attacking machines, so it's all up to them. So this really help, right? So no, so within 3 to 7 days, it not possible. So so if you like, for while I'm doing my masters, it takes me 3 years. Before that, I was certified in the certified ethical hacking. So which is e-council. But before that, I was also certified in the Microsoft. I almost like given 7 exam for the MCSE, right? So you need to really really help. So, and also you don't, so within 7 days, so what do you learn? Either you need to like wake up for 24/7, but you will be get exhausted. So uh, but in the meantime, just start networking first, and then you learn the foundation for the networking, how what the port number, how it works, how the connection getting back and forth, and then you can, once you understand the IP addresses, the all those like layers for the presentation layer, sessions layer, transport layer, all those things, if you understand it. So all those models for the OSI, if you go from there, and then you learn that, and you can jump into the real world of the cybersecurity, and then you'll be get different branches. So if your branches means either you go to defense, you can go to offense, or you can go to um, black hat, red hat, all those white hats, whatever you want it. So you can do from there. But in the meantime, the real world attacking is very challenging. So yeah, yeah, so if you do that, so main thing I will recommend you to do, use the Python a lot, and then also do some of the cross-site scripting, Java scripting, basic PSP things. Yeah, you'll go vast. You'll go really deep, right? So, but within 3 months, I learned the Python to really getting this type of things. But in the meantime, I do have networking. I do. I certified CCNA on somewhere in 2017, 2018, 2017, 2018, somewhere there. And then I certified MCSE, which is Microsoft Certified Solution Expert, in somewhere in 2020, during the COVID time. And after that, I get my master's and I learned the certified ethical hacking. So, and then I was already working as the network administrator. So, but I do have a lot of interest in the cybersecurity. So that's what I just want to contribute people who wants to learn. So, yeah, but good stuff. You are 17. You're you'll be helpful for you in the long run. So don't do illegal things. Just focus on legal things. You may get success. Yeah, and then you can join the Discord channel and then ask questions if you have. Anyway, so yeah, we are almost like half an hour. So I'm gonna streaming offline the streaming. So I will see you tomorrow. Okay. All right.